A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching. Welcome back to Vico Africa. This is Vito Lifestyle brought to you by Emmanuel Gona. And today we are going back to SDG 13, that is climate action. Remember, we are live on YouTube at Vito Africa, and you can always follow us through the social media platforms. Twitter at Vito Africa 1, Facebook at Vito Africa, and TikTok at Vito Africa. Na vile vile tunaingia pale ndani ya podcast. So we are also starting a podcast as soon. We'll be sharing with you. And again in the studio, once again, allow me to invite our guests. You see, nowadays on Wednesday we are actually privileged to host very big guests. Some people who we've been hosting for quite some time, but they decided to travel, and now they are back. So guess who is in the studio? Ham, karibu brother. How are you?
Thanks. I'm fine. I'm good.
Last time you were here, we were at around 500. We were at 500.
I think it was 508. I think
580. So right now we are almost 800. So I think you need to reintroduce yourself.
Okay. Hello viewers. Madaraka Katana. Yeah, Madaraka Katana, an environmentalist, social media influencer, and an activist.
Okay. Kindly, if you are speaking, you have to have your microphone close to you, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Where have you been? It's a long time since you were here.
Yeah, it's long time. Just some activities just going on.
Mhm.
I was in Nairobi for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, so I just came back like yesterday. So yeah,
You landed.
I landed.
That's great. That's great. So, our dear viewer, we are going to talk about Nairobi Summer School. Madaraka is now an alumni of Nairobi Summer School, right?
Yeah. So I was in Nairobi for the summer school.
Yeah.
Yeah, the summer school organized by Pacture.
Mhm.
That was what I was doing in Nairobi.
Great. So we are going to discuss just briefly on the experience that Madaraka had during the Nairobi Summer School on climate justice, a fellowship, right? So you'll help us explain much more about Nairobi Summer School. I remember you can always join us through the comment section, through the YouTube channel Vito Africa, where you'll share with us what you think has to be touched on. And I know you've also shared this with the other comrades.
Yeah, hopeful comrades that are watching this. Hopeful they're watching this. So comrades, I'm here. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Nice. So starting from the process, actually, because you see, most of the people normally apply, but you can share with us how it all started and you found yourself in the Nairobi Summer School.
yeah, how it started. In fact, it's something that myself I can't explain how it reached until I was called or I was shortlisted as one of the participants in the summer school. So it started like, very soon I had interest in environment thing. Yeah. So as I had interest so in Twitter I saw just some organization. I was following some organization, and one of it was KPCG Pacture. So as I was following Pacture, later I got the link. And I decided to apply. Actually, right now, if you ask me what I wrote on that application, I can't remember because I was not even expecting to be called to the summer school.
So was it a luck?
It was just a luck, yeah.
Or probably you showed them something, probably.
Maybe they saw my potential and they knew that I deserve it. Yeah.
You see connection, bro.
Maybe there's a connection somewhere there, but I'm not sure.
Okay, nice.
I think my work deserved it. I think what I was doing deserved it. Yeah.
Nice. So I think we can also use Swahili just for the sake of inclusion, you understand, ndio watu wasifikirie pengine tunawafungia pale nje. So you said do you still remember when exactly you applied for Nairobi Summer School?
Yeah, I applied. I think it was March, around March there. I don't remember exactly the time, but it is around March.
So normally Nairobi Summer School advertises, or rather PACJA, which is Pan African Climate Justice Alliance. Yeah, so it normally gives the opportunity to the young people to apply for
the summer school. It is every year. Every year they are coming up with a link, they're advertising the link. Every year around Feb, March, there, the link is just they are sending the link and then you apply. So it is your luck for you to get there.
So how was the third cohort? Because now you are in the third cohort, right?
Yeah, I'm among the alumni of the third cohort summer school.
Great. So how was it?
Yeah.
After now you got was it an email?
Yeah, I got an email that I was shortlisted to participate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can share with us the reaction after getting the invitation. You see? Yes.
you know, like when I applied, like I didn't expect that much, but I knew that I applied and I was waiting for it. So after I was shortlisted,
yes,
hey, it was I don't know how to explain how I felt, but it's something that I kept on telling people that I'm going to Nairobi. Everybody in the village knew that I was going to Nairobi for summer school.
But that wasn't your first time.
My first time to Nairobi, or
yeah.
My first time
to Nairobi.
It was my first time.
Wow.
It was my first time to Nairobi, and it was my first time to be in a big conference or in a big activity like that. Yeah.
And of course, in a big university.
In a big university.
So you're insisting that you are not so sure of how you are feeling then.
I was very excited. I can say I was very excited. I can't explain the feeling, how I was feeling. I was very, very excited. Like everywhere you see me, I was very happy.
So now, getting to Nairobi now, you didn't report direct to Kenyatta University, because I am aware that it was actually happening in Kenyatta University.
Yeah, it was the teaching or the training was happening in Kenyatta University,
yes.
But we were accommodated at Rainbow Hotel.
Rainbow Resort.
And Rainbow Resort in Ruiru. So I went to Rainbow Resort.
So now you are in Rainbow Resort Ruiru.
Rainbow Resort Ruiru.
Big man, unakutana na wakubwa hapo wa serikali.
Imagine.
Nice. So mpenzi mtazamaji, kama tulivyo kuambia hapo awali kwamba tuko live pale ndani ya YouTube channel Vito Africa. Unaweza kujiunga nasi na utakuwa unamuuliza ndugu yetu hapa Madaraka Katana swali lolote ambalo pengine utahisi kama ni mzuri sana aweze kuongelesha kwalo. Kumbuka ametoka katika Nairobi Summer School ambayo ilikuwa ni course pale ya mambo ya climate kwa takriban wiki 2, na kama unavyoona basi anafurahia sana pale. Alafu pia usisahau pia kutuangalia vile tulivyovalia, basi bila shaka utakuwa unaona kabisa kwamba mavazi haya yameweza kufanana. Ningefurahia sana ukiniuliza, kwa sababu kwa nini nijibu na wewe uko hapo, unaruhusiwa kutuuliza ili kwamba tukaweze kufahamisha yale ambayo yanasonga hapa ndani. So just before maybe tuendelee na after sasa umereport pale Nairobi, the Ruiru Rainbow Ruiru Resort ama Resort Ruiru, you'd share with us just a small experience na hapo, then how it started, unapata tukisonga. So just before that, allow me to go through the comments ambazo mpenzi mtazamaji umeweza kuziangusha hapa. I can see Emily Kazo is saying welcome back Mr. Madaraka. Thank you so much for tuning in, Emily.
Thank you Emily.
David Amani here is saying welcome Madaraka, congrats for your achievement. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
David
thank you
Amani.
So
Reshi Raquel is saying wow, it's the uniform for me, you guys look really good. Ukiita uniform lakini nakaa kama watu sijui kama no useme uniform, sema attire. So thank you so much, Rashi Raquel. Benjamin Yeri is saying, not just a luck. I remember you doing the 3 a day in May challenge. You deserve that chance.
Yeah. People still remember.
Yeah. And this is very great. I think we need to congratulate Benjamin Yeri. I think a few of us maybe do remember that initiative, or rather that campaign. That was in May. And in July, I think some people here should start calculating. In May, the whole of May, you were having the 3 in a day campaign. It was about
just plastic.
Plastic pollution. Yeah. Then July, you were in Nairobi 2 weeks. And I know you'll be sharing with us that soon. Soon. Soon, I'm hearing some rumors out there that soon you'll be traveling to Italy. I don't know, but you'll share with us.
That's
Great. Sifakai here is saying karibu sana Madaraka. This is great. Asante sana Sifakai. Reshi Raquel is saying you deserved it, or should I say you were destined to be there. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Asanteni sana. Now you are here, Ruiru Rainbow Resort. Na Madaraka Katana, kitu ambayo mimi nitaambia watazamaji ukweli ni kwamba wakati mwingi wewe uko online lakini hauna smartphone. Na siongee hivi wakuchangie. Mwache, just leave him alone. He knows how he's surviving. So just how was the communication part? Now that you are in Rainbow Resort Ruiru. Actually hakuna mtu najua.
Actually, from before Rainbow,
Yes.
before I reached Rainbow,
Yes.
From the time I got the email that I was shortlisted, that is when I started connecting with people. Yeah. So as I was going to Nairobi, I communicated with my brother Asbel, who was also part of the cohort.
Asbel.
Yeah, Asbel Kemboy.
I
I
thought-
think Asbel is in also.
I thought Asbel was watching, but I've not seen his comment.
Yeah, so I contacted Asbel and I talked with Asbel. So we met Asbel before reaching Rainbow.
Okay.
I met Asbel at the bus station.
Now, how did you know that this is Asbel?
I just saw a picture. I saw a picture.
So now how did you even get his contact?
In fact, I should ask Asbel how he got my contact.
Oh, so he is the one who
because
contacted.
I saw his number through our WhatsApp group.
Okay, so you are added in our WhatsApp
group.
Okay,
I saved the number, but after saving the number, I
Yes.
saw Asbel already saved my number.
Okay, I hope Asbel is watching, and he'll be sharing with us how he got your contacts and so on. Why was he interested in saving your number and so on.
I don't know how he's interested, but
let's wait for his response pale YouTube. Asbel kama utakuwa unatusikia pale YouTube channel, basi utakuwa una share na sisi. So now mmecommunicate, sasa mmepatana kwa bus stage.
Yeah. So I met Asbel, and when I met Asbel,
Yes.
Asbel also had two other ladies who they were on the same cohort. We are going to Ruiru. So that is when I just connected with Asbel and we went to.
You can as well mention
together. One was Eshwan Fanis. Yeah, Eshwan Fanis was among the two from Noreb, and there was Nancy.
Masahau
Also
watu.
Nancy. There was also I can't forget. Just so I met many people.
So basically, this is what you're saying, that after reporting, actually before even reporting, you are just safe, because you see meeting other guys who you actually attending the conference with, that means a lot.
Yeah, I was safe, and I think I created just that connection earlier before.
That's great. So mmefika resort, mkalala hapo, ndio kesho yake sasa ikaanza, ama you started by having maybe a sort of an engagement hiyo siku?
No, we didn't have any engagement, but after we reached there in the morning. So in the morning, we just spent that day there, just going out, just interacting.
Muli report resort asubuhi?
Yeah, asubuhi. I told you it was my first time in Nairobi. So, I should prepare myself.
Ndiyo,
like I'm going to Nairobi, and then what if Yeah.
Ukipotea upotee muda, lakini ikifika hiyo time uko umefika.
Niko ndani.
So mkaripoti kwa hoteli hiyo asubuhi na mmelipiwa jioni.
Maybe it was for Sunday. You know, one thing that I was sure that Pactia paid for it. They said that we should report there on Sunday, but they didn't talk about time.
That's
so
nice.
It was on Sunday. So I knew on Sunday hata kama ningeenda saa 6 usiku
bado
bora
ningeingia.
Sunday. Yeah.
By the way, mpenzi mtazamaji, I was there too sometimes back mimi nilikuwa kwa second cohort
I was about to ask you why you wanted.
Sasa hii nguo mtu usitoke hapo kaanza kuniuliza, na yangu kama unavyoona yangu mimi bado iko fiti sana. Huyu jamaa ametoka Nairobi juzi na naona yake. Lakini sawa usijali, so I was there too. Na I think Madaraka's experience is quite different from mine, because mimi hata niliingia huko karibu saa 4 usiku. Actually watu walikuwa wanajua ni kama siendi. So alinipata kama saa 4 usiku ndio naingia huko. Mimi niliingia Waswahili watasema ni gangster. So niliingia gangster kimpango hapo, lakini sasa nikajipata huko na mambo ikasonga namna hiyo. But I think hiyo experience yako tu ilikuwa vizuri sana. But pia ni vizuri pia utueleze sasa after sasa mmefika pale ikaendaje sasa. Now let us talk of the Nairobi Summer School thing. Asubuhi imefika, tusiongelee kuhusu kitanda, tusiongelee kuhusu sijui ukakula nini. Hiyo tuweke kando sasa. Now we are that was on a Sunday?
That was on Sunday, so it started on Monday.
Tuanzie hiyo Monday.
Yeah, so on Monday it started with a symposium. A symposium where it was just an opening day for the summer school, opening day of the summer school, where we just met very big people, very big people just addressing us and welcoming us in Nairobi, including the executive director of Pactia. Yeah,
Mr. Mithika.
Dr. Mithika Mwenda.
Oh, it's doctor.
It's doctor.
Yeah,
so
Samahani doctor. Yes, Dr. Mithika.
So on Monday it was a symposium, and we arrived. We left Ruiru on a bus. But then we were every day we were carried by a bus to Kenyatta University. So on the symposium, I met very many guests, and I was very proud meeting the CS. Is it CS Education?
Machogu.
Ezekiel Machogu. Yeah, such big people, meeting such big people. The director, World Bank. I don't know, is it the director, World Bank? Very big people. I'm meeting very big people for the first time. So it was a very big experience on the symposium. Like, yeah, it was a very big thing.
Now,
that was Monday.
Yeah. So that's nice. Now, talking about the experience altogether, I've just remembered that you've just mentioned that you had met around 3 Kenyans.
3 Kenyans.
Tell us about the rest.
Yeah, so
was it all about Kenyan? Was it a Kenyan issue?
No, it was not all about Kenyan. No, after meeting there, I met those 3 people. But on reaching that day, I just met other people, including the Pactia leaders, Pactia leadership. I met Sylvia in the evening as we were taking dinner.
Washira.
I met Sylvia Washira. Yeah.
Yes.
I met Kariuki.
Stephen
Kariuki, KPCG West. Is it Western?
I know he's actually Mount Kenya.
Yeah, network. KPCG Mount Kenya. I met Kariuki the first day reaching there. So I just met people. And
Kenyans. Those are Kenyans.
I interacted with other people as we are. You know, but those people from the outside Africa, they have very difficult names. Some it was even difficult to get the name, to remember the name. But I met people. We interacted with people
from different countries.
The first person from outside
Kenya
that I met was from Benin. From Benin. So I interacted with that person from Benin, though I don't remember the name because it is.
But at least you can write it down. Probably as you'll be sharing maybe our links later on Twitter or the other
I'll tag them.
You'll tag them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Allow me to go through the comments here. I can see Wise Comedia here saying tuned in, welcome back. Kijana kutoka HQ. Show izidi kutamba. Asante sana. Patrick Iluma is saying following. Asante sana Patrick. Asbel Kemboi mwenyewe sasa ameingia. Amesema following. Asante sana Asbel. Then akasema say hi to my brother Katana. So huko umeenda unaitwa Katana, huku tunakuita Madaraka. So Katana, hii ni salamu imekuja kwako, so ni wewe uijibu because now Asbel is watching. alafu pia Asbel, you can also share with us the experience. Unaweza tuandikia hapo kwa chat, then we'll go through that experience just in case unaona kama Madaraka atakuwa amewacha ama amesahau kitu hapa. Again, Reshi Raquel bado amesema hata nyamazia tu hivyo, amesema Asbel alikuwa anangoja kengele. You are welcome. I'm curious to too about how he got he got to be connected with the great Madaraka. So Asbel, kuna watu wanataka kusikia ulikutana vipi na Madaraka, because Madaraka Katana here is saying wewe ulisave namba yake kabla yeye asave. Kuna kitu hapo hamtaki kutuambia. So you'll share with us that Asbel Kemboy, and of course remember to share with comrades pale ambao mlikuwa nao pale, the Nairobi Summer School on Climate Justice Cohort 3. You can always share with them. Na unaona kabisa we are struggling here to use English. Ndio wale wakule kwengine. I know they are used to translators, right?
Yeah, they use translators that time.
So pia sasa hivi watangangana tukitumia Kiswahili, waacha watumie translators zao pia wapande pande, but of course tutatumia lugha ambayo pia haitawalemea sana. So sasa symposium imeisha. Was it Monday yote tulikuwa symposium?
Yeah, Monday yote ilikuwa symposium, and it ended about let's say mchana hapo ndo ilisha. Kama saa 8 ilisha.
Mkarudi kujibamba.
And after that tukarudi kujibamba kwa hotel, kwa resort.
Hey, Madaraka.
Yeah. So that was the experience of the first day. And what I can't forget this. One thing, there are some people that I was just meeting on Twitter, and for the first time I'm meeting them. You know, I didn't know outside there people know me, and that's why people are calling me Katana.
Okay.
Because of just Twitter.
Okay.
So there are people that I just wish that I should see them, and that day I saw the great man David Busienei.
Yes.
Yeah, from, is it
Noreb.
Noreb.
Yes,
yeah.
the regional coordinator.
The regional coordinator, Noreb. I met Busienei, and nikashanga even Busienei knows me. Yeah. And I think it was through Twitter.
Mimi nafikiria ni vizuri sana uangalie kamera yetu pale na uambie watu, because hii kitu yenye unaongea ni kitu yenye tumekuwa tukiongelea hapa, mambo ya social media hizo, and of course umekuwa hapa pia ukaongelea yao mambo. Sasa unatakiwa umkumbushe mpenzi mtazamaji kwamba ni wapi exactly hao waliweza kukuona vizuri na wakakufuatilia, na huko you are actually a big man. Wacha niseme big man, usije wakakuramba.
So there I was, people knew me. In fact, people from Nigeria also knew me.
Nigeria?
I met my brother Ibrahim Musa. Ibrahim Musa from Nigeria knew me through Twitter. Yeah. So through Twitter I met Busienei, and Busienei kumuona hivi kumsalimia, Madaraka Katana. Oh, Madaraka Katana, you are Madaraka. So it was just people that walikuwa wananijua tu tayari. So I don't know, I was a big man, I don't know. I don't want to call myself a big man. Yeah. It was an experience just meeting big people na wanakujua.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. So zile siku zingine, how was the experience? Masomo ilikuwa vipi? Ni kina nani walikuwa wanafundisha? Alafu pia if you remember, pengine ni nchi ngapi ambazo zilikuwa zimewakilishwa pale katika hiyo Nairobi Summer School?
Yeah. At the Nairobi Summer School there were about 73 countries.
73. That means Africa plus.
Africa plus, yeah. There are some people like, there's some photos I didn't post, but I was taking photos with people from different countries.
Hey.
Yeah. I remember the photo I took with somebody from Philippines, I think. So I didn't post it.
Hey.
Yeah. So
lakini sasa umetuwekea, sasa kuna siku utaanza sasa uanze kutupostia.
I will post them. Yeah, there are people from Germany, there are people from, it was 73 countries. That means it was Africa. In Africa, only 3 countries were not present. But most of the countries in Africa were there.
Pia ukakutana na ndugu zetu kutoka pale Tanzania.
Tanzania walikuweko.
Lakini niko sure pia hukupenda sana kuongelesha, kwa sababu ukiona
in fact
ukiona watu wa Germany hapa na watu wa Tanzania hapa, unaendea wapi?
No. In fact, my great friends, like I remember people like Esther, Jimmy.
Mbona lakini ukianza majina unaanza na nini? Jinsia ingine. Okay, fine. So 73 countries.
Yeah.
That should have been a very great experience.
It was a very great experience. Great. In fact, I call it an exposure for me. Like meeting people. I was hearing just Nigerians with their English.
Yes.
But right now, I'm just experiencing sitting with a Nigerian and speaking, trying to understand their English. Yeah. So it was a great experience just meeting with great people from outside.
Nice.
People with
Wale ambao
knowledge.
waliokuwa wakiwafunza wakipitisha elimu.
This was a great time,
Mhm.
great experience.
Mhm.
You know, viewers, I've never been in a lecture hall. Yeah, but for the past 2 weeks, I was in a lecture hall. A lecture coming. Yani lecture anaingia mwingine anaingia, just lecturers.
To go to church.
I got no.
Okay, bye. Are you planning to go to church?
No, I'm not going to church.
I thought utaenda. Sasa
I'm not going to church. No, I'm not planning soon. I don't know about life in future, but I'm not planning soon. That's the truth.
kama Sunday utakuwa huko ile ushuhuda utapia. 2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours niko na ushuhuda.
You are going to inaitwa testify. Nice. So
So,
about the lectures, yeah.
like, yeah. So one lecture I'm remembering hapo, the lecture that, in fact, I just loved his lectures. Seth, is it Seth Owalo? Seth Owalo, Seth Owalo from Nigeria too.
Mhm.
Seth, somebody said, yeah. So I remember that lecturer, and I remember huyo ndo mtu alinigusa. Huyo ndo mtu yani, I enjoyed listening to his lectures.
Aliongea
Zile vitu napenda. Aliongea zile vitu napenda.
moja tu.
No, I listen to everything. I listen to everything. By the way, I have very many experience. Sasa niko na knowledge nyingi. Yeah. Niko na knowledge.
Natuambia tufanyaje?
It was a very big thing, and
Kuna kitu unatuambia.
I'm saying that because I want to motivate somebody there, like he should do it, because kule you are getting the exposure. You are getting exposure and you are getting the experience. So that ukitoka kule you will know what to do out here. Yeah.
Na so umesema tu lecturer from Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
Does
There
it
were
mean that walikuwa ni wa Nigeria
there were
ama
lecturers
Kenya
from
or
there were lecturers from Uganda, lecturers from Kenya. They were there. Yeah.
global north?
Global, they were there too. Though most of them they were lecturing online. Yeah, they were lecturing online. Like I remember somebody Bata. Yeah, huyo walikuwa nani sana online. Huyo tuliongea sana online. So I remember they were there.
So,
Yeah.
so basically, you see, most of the time, again, if you're talking about matters climate change,
Yeah.
you see, most of the young people tend to look at it as just an opportunity by some few opportunities. So now, after the experience that you had, you think the climate change issue is real?
That's what I believed before, and I still believe now. Climate change is real. Climate change is real. Like life is not the same. Everybody see life is not the same out here like before. Before there are some things which were there and they are not there, and all of these are because of climate change. Yeah.
So now,
So climate change is real. Climate change is here, and it is affecting all of us.
do you feel like the Nairobi Summer School actually added something? You say that you actually believe in the climate change issue.
Yeah.
But do you think they added something? Did you see anything that actually made it feel more real? You understand? Sometimes mtu anasikia pengine kuna Yesu, anasema ya okay, fine. But kuna pahali anaenda, then akitoka hapo aseme ni kweli kuna Yesu. Actually alikuwa ana believe, but now ana feel kama it's true, yuko.
Yeah, in fact, something just meeting people from other countries, and they are also saying climate change is real. That is hiyo ni kitu ya kuwa tayari niamini kuwa climate change is real. It added something ya kuwa this fight for climate change is not something that we are dealing with it in Kenya, but it is something that it is in other countries. It is also worldwide that people are dealing with climate change.
So ilikuonyesha kwamba indeed,
Indeed.
actually it was a justification.
It was a justification that indeed climate change is real. And even seeing people investing to train people just how to fight climate change, or just how to spread the message to people on how to fight climate change. That is something to show me that it is real. Yeah.
Nice. So maybe tupitie comments japo moja hapa, then tutakuwa tunarudi pale tutakuwa tunatuelezea. I understand that pia huwa kuna you call field trips or anything.
Yeah, there are field trips.
So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit experience on the field trip that you had. Pia utatuambia maybe going forward what we expect from you
Thank you.
We were very happy for you. So talking of the field, ilikuwa zinaitwa hivyo by the way, ama nimeongelea?
Yeah, it was a field trip. It was a not field trips. It was just a field trip. Only one field trip. Yeah. Yeah, field trip. We went to a certain ranch in Kitengela. Yeah, so it was. By the way, it is a ranch by a very big person. I don't know, Fred. Is it? He's a journalist, I think. Fred Orocho. I don't know. Have you heard that name? Fred. No, not Fred Machoka. Yeah, I remember Fred Machoka. Yeah, it was a ranch by Fred Machoka. So we went to his ranch where, like, he's practicing agriculture. So it was agriculture. By the you know, these people from summer school is like they just knew. But I deserve this. If I talk, I deserve this. Because everything they were showing us, it is things that I was planning to do, but I didn't know how to do it.
Or rather,
But
you thought maybe it would cost you.
yeah, I thought it will cost me, but now I'm meeting people doing it at very small expense, and they're just doing something. So I got an experience like that. Right now, I can even do something big.
Nice.
Yeah. So we went to Freddy's farm, and at Freddy's farm, we just got an exposure of how he's planting, he's making the plants, how he's taking care of his animals. Like, yeah. So we learned very many things. Like something that I remember and I should practice it. Fred Machoka is practicing agriculture, planting crops, but using salt water. Maji ya chumvi.
Ambapo kwetu ni maji ya kisima mengi.
Huku kwetu maji ni mengi. Alafu you see something like that. Like me naogopa like nikiplant crops. Now that water ambayo nitatumia yote. That is costly. But visima viko vingi now, thinking like maji ya chumvi siwezi kuplant. But I saw now Fred Machoka practicing hiyo kitu with salt water. Yeah, yuko na wafanyikazi. Hata hatukumuona, but yuko na wafanyikazi. Yeah. So I saw like yanaweka ng'ombe, like every types of cows, I seen them there. Kuna hizo wanyama tu wako, everything. Yani that was a ranch. It was a ranch and it was a ranch, like, yeah. So it was maybe, a big experience.
Maybe, I just wish again to thank our producer because nimeona ametupatia zile picha.
Wow.
Na anaweza kuzipitisha which is nice.
Wow.
A very
So I think the first picture there, that was the first day, on the symposium, and those are the first people I met, in fact.
Madaraka.
Yeah.
Hey, asante sana bwana producer kwa kutufanyia kazi nzuri sana pale. Kwa kutuwekea picha nyingi tu. Naona mpaka zingine hapo watu wa Zambia. Kama hiyo. That is really nice. Sitakuuliza ile swali lingine. Juzi niliona umepost bahari picha ya mmoja ambaye mpaka kampeleka.
You can ask.
Umeamua.
You can ask, yeah.
Umeamua kabisa.
Yeah, you can ask. I have an explanation for that.
Okay, kuna hii kitu yenye was it kind of a fund yenye it was launched.
Yeah.
I saw you tweeting about it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, so it was part of the program, like as in the third cohort, there was also launching of climate justice fund. That is a youth climate fund. Yeah, so they call it Youth African Finance. Yeah.
Youth African Finance. Basi bila shaka
So on the tweet chat we use the hashtag FAFA. FAFA means Financial Adaptation for Africa.
Hey. Of course, today we were just talking about experience, and our viewer, you should agree with us that actually ukiangalia Madaraka, hii content ni nyingi, 2 weeks na ni ya kuketi lecture after lecture. I promise, let me promise on your behalf that Madaraka will be coming here. Sasa aanze kutueleza ile ya fund. Unajua vijana, by the way, vijana nje wanapenda sana wakisikia fund. The stories about agriculture, and of course I am pretty sure that wakati ukija kutueleza about agriculture, wewe mwenyewe tayari utakuwa ushaanza kufanya vitu. Si ati utakuwa ushaanza. I saw a picture again, not one, a good number of photos. Immediately ulivoland kuna kitu tu ulifanya, because mimi nakufuatilia tu kwa karibu sana. So immediately ulivoland, I saw you doing something tayari home.
Yeah.
ambayo nafikiria pia ni experience ambayo pia utakuwa ukishare na sisi tu as wakati ukisonga ule mwingine. But kabla pengine tumalize show yetu, nikuulize sasa, going forward, what do we expect from you, from PAGJA, from KPCG na hizo zingine? I mean, you've made a number of collaborative school partnerships, SDG 17. So maybe unaweza tuambia going forward, what do we expect?
Yeah, so as I was going to summer school, actually I thought like I didn't have any knowledge on climate change. And it was true, I didn't have much knowledge. So one thing that I was looking at summer school, I wanted, like, I had these dreams, I had ambitions that kuanzisha something like agricultural farm, or like, if you remember, viewers, last time when I was, maybe you will, yes, people go and watch that other interview about the May challenge. So during that time, I said that I wanted I want to use the plastic in smart agriculture.
Sure.
Yeah. So like I wanted to get something. I wanted to start smart agriculture. How will I start it? Yeah. So before going there too, I had, like, when I'm alone, I plan many things. So, as I was collecting plastics, I came up with another project. Like, I want to come up with a project where I will involve people in ending this plastic pollution. And it is through plastic collection and use it somewhere. And the use I thought about smart agriculture or a recycling farm. So I made a logo and I called it the Zero Plastic Future. So I thought, like, this is an organization I should come and form. But later, after going there now, I looked at an experience where I can see people and get the knowledge more on agriculture and everything. So I got connections. I got people who are good in that. And if I can't forget to mention her, somebody who I just learned, and I know I will continue to learn from her, Lorraine Kabaka from Western Aluya. So I just met her, and I saw that he's doing masters in microbiology at Kenyatta University. So as we are interacting, he's also doing the same thing I was planning to do, using plastics in agriculture. So I saw that is an opportunity that I can interact and learn from them. Yeah. So going forward, you asked about going forward. Going forward now, what I want is to enhance others in practicing or in adapting. As we were there, I was just introduced to those terms. We were talking about adapting and mitigation.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to enhance some people in how they can adapt to the changing climate. As the climate is changing, there's no way we can do rather than adapting to it. Yeah. Because when we talk about mitigation is so expensive than adaptation. So adaptation, I can see it is we can use our local mechanism, our local ways to adapt to the climate change. So what I want is through the zero plastic future, I want to enhance people out there, how they can practice it, and they can go forward. They can come up with ways they can deal with climate change, and they can go on with life as usual.
Superb. Allow me to go through one of the comments which I've just seen here. Osman Dola. You know him?
Dola, yeah. That is from Tana River.
From Tana River.
Yeah.
All right. I am saying congratulations, Mr. Madaraka Tana, for your energy, sharing your experience being the NSSCJ 3.
Thank you, Osman Dola.
Huyu mulikuwa na maana amerudi hapa akasema ni alumni pia.
Yeah, he's an alumni of that court. Tulikuwa pamoja. Yeah, and I met Osman Dola the second day. The second day I met Osman Dola.
Huko mtaja akaamua pia kutaje. Nice. That's wonderful. And our dear viewer, we will be ending the show in a few. But just before that, I think it feels so good. Unajua Madaraka hakutaka kuambia tangu mwanzo, lakini ama utawaambia kunihusu sasa. alafu ndio
Yeah,
tumalize.
nitawaambia, lazima nitawaambia. Lazima
Waambie
nitawaambia
tumalize show.
kuhusu.
Waambie tumalize.
Lazima nitawaambia. Yeah, viewers and the NSSCJ 3 team. This is Emmanuel Gona, the one of the alumni of the second cohort of summer school. And one thing you should remember about Gona, when we talk about tweet chat, we trended on, was it, what date was that? I think it was
Second week.
the second week on Tuesday.
On
Was
Tuesday.
it on Tuesday? That was 9th. No, I don't remember the date, but there's a day that we trended within 20 minutes. We trended with the hashtag NSSJ3 and climate justice school. And the man behind that Twitter trend is this one sitting beside me here, Emmanuel Gona. Thank you.
Mimi sitasema zaidi, but again I wish to thank you Madaraka and ile timu yote, and of course hakutaka kutaja but the scarf here, nafikiria hii ni kitu yenye nimeweza kuzawadiwa.
Yeah.
Mlinizawidi hiyo Kiswahili, but tutawachia Waswahili wenyewe, so thank you very much. And of course we have something here. I don't know whether our producer atakuwa anaionyesha vizuri hapa. So we have this thing. Pia tuko na makofia hapa tumeletewa na Madaraka from Nairobi Summer School. And so we wish to appreciate the whole team, your management pia, na of course Madaraka kwa kuwa faithful kwa kutuletea hii mizigo hapa ndani ya Vito Africa. We really wish to thank you Madaraka for also coming to our studio once again. And this is not the end. Of course, you know, wewe uko huku,
Yeah.
lazima tu tutakutafuta sana, ikiwezekana pia ukiongea na kina Osman wakifika upande huku.
Yeah.
Just in case you have any other programs, and I know you can also do some mobilization na KPCG, your coordinators, and so you see how best we can do this. Si lazima tuifanye hii time, and I know you have those plans, so mfanye hizo plans, mkuje tu sana.
Yeah.
So that we actually try and make sure that our communities in a land sana.
I will make sure one of those people ambao watakuwa hapa, Asbel Kemboi, will be here soon.
Asante sana.
Asbel Kemboi will be here. I'll make sure you'll be here soon.
Najua Asbel akifika atakuwa David pia anafika. Of course Madam Antek huko mtaja, and I know mulikutana na yeye bahati.
You know the talk is very, there was very many things.
Asante sana.
When I talk about those people I met, actually I met very big people.
Okay.
I met very big people, very many people. I met Antek the third day. I met Antek the third day. Like I met, I sat with Antek the same table. But simjui. So another person sasa akatokea huko nyuma anamsalimia. Good morning Ann. So nikashangaa nao after kutoka nao nimesikia Ann. Are you Antek? Yeah. So kusema Antek, yeah, that's when I met Antek na tuka interact, we exchange contacts, and that's how I just interacted with Antek.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much brother Madaraka Katana. We'll always invite you hapa ndani ya Vito Africa so that we can share more and more, ndio jamii yetu pale iweze kufaidika zaidi. And to you our dear viewer, we really wish to appreciate you for your time and for joining us. Keep it Vito Africa. This is Vito Lifestyle. Kwaheri.